This is Copper 90, and these are the top 10 best midfielders. Roy Keane. A man made of Irish ore with the gait of a landslide of rocks, Keane owned the centre of the pitch in the Premier League for over a decade. Keane left Nottingham Forest for United in 1993. He played 12 and a bit seasons for them as captain for many and won 7 Premier League titles, 4 FA Cups and a Champions League. Fergie, after a game against Juventus in 1999, described Keane's performance as the most emphatic display of selflessness I have seen on a football field. Pounding over every blade of grass, competing as if he would rather die of exhaustion than lose, he inspired all around him. Solid. Patrick Vieira. Vieira came to Arsenal from Milan in 1996 and remoulded the Gunners' midfield into an area not easy to trespass. A tall, elegant grafter who made slide tackle an art form, Vieira played 406 times for Arsenal across 9 years and inherited the captain's armband off Tony Adams in 2003. Vieira's tenacity was matched with an innate streak of simple creativity, and he scored 33 goals for the Gunners. Vieira won 3 Premier League titles and 4 FA Cups under Wenger and left a vacuum in the centre of the pitch that up until very recently was still sucking in below par replacements. Steven Gerrard. Stevie G is a Premier League colossus, a physical manifestation of the word passion. Gerrard played over 700 games for Liverpool and scored 186 goals, creating a Kop legacy that sits with the very best. He made his debut in 1998 as an 18-year-old, filling in for the injured Jamie Redknapp for the last 8 games of the season and fully cemented his place in the side from 2000 onwards. His box-to-box style was exciting, his long-distance shooting was unstoppable, and his tenacity in the tackle was relentless. Gerrard won the FA Cup twice, the League Cup 3 times, and of course the Champions League once, scoring the first goal in Liverpool's incredible comeback against AC Milan in Istanbul. Frank Lampard. I'm telling you now, he will go to the very top, right to the very top. This is what Uncle Harry told listeners at a West Ham fans forum in 1996, and boy did Frankie boy prove the Wheeler Dealer's promise right. Lampard combined a gorgeous technique with a hard work ethic to become one of the most successful midfielders to grace English football. He's Chelsea's all-time top goal scorer with 211 goals and the only midfielder to score 150 goals in the Premier League. Lampard won 3 Premier Leagues, 4 FA Cups, 2 League Cups and the Champions League across 13 years with Chelsea. Truly decorated. Paul Scholes. Scholesy could hit a barn door with a banjo from 70 yards blindfolded. And with 3 raging bulls snorting at his heels, Scholes played the game like he had the radar from the bottom of the FIFA screen etched into his eyes, and he had a technique to make grown and ungrown men cry. He made over 700 appearances in a 20-year, 2-stint career spent entirely at Manchester United, scoring 155 goals in total. Scholes won a ridiculous 11 Premier League titles, 3 FA Cups, 2 League Cups and 2 Champions League titles, all under the stewardship of Sir Alex Ferguson. He made over 700 appearances in a 20-year, 2-stint career spent entirely at Manchester United, scoring 155 goals in total. Scholes won a ridiculous 11 Premier League titles, 3 FA Cups, 2 League Cups and 2 Champions League titles, all under the stewardship of Sir Alex Ferguson. Claude Makelele. Claude Makelele impacted the game of football with enough force to leave his name etched onto the tongue of every manager in the land. Suddenly, they were all searching for a player to play the Makelele role. Makelele arrived at Chelsea from Real Madrid in 2003, but initially struggled under Claudio Ranieri. However, with the arrival of Mourinho, Makelele reverted to his imperious Real Madrid form. With accurate tackling and a psychic positional sense, Makelele developed an immense ability to snuff out opposition attacks before they got anywhere near the goal. He was Mourinho's Player of the Year as he led Chelsea to the Premier League and League Cup double during his first season in charge, and went on to win 5 more trophies with the Chelsea. YAYA TOURÉ. YAYA is an emotional young man. YAYA is the birthday boy who doesn't want to play at his 5-a-side party if his best mate Ben scores more goals than him. YAYA is also an incredibly talented young man and probably the best player at his party. He arrived at Manchester City from Barcelona in 2010 and has been dominating midfields with pace, power and skill ever since. In fact, he smashed 74 goals in 254 games for City, whilst winning the Premier League twice, the League Cup twice, and the FA Cup once. TOURÉ was awarded the African Footballer of the Year 4 years in a row from 2011 onwards, and when he's not being birthday boy, he's absolute class. Gary Speed. Gary Speed won a swashbuckling First Division title with Leeds in the 1991-1992 season as they won promotion for the inaugural Premier League season. That year, Speed was selected in the PFA Team of the Year and was an integral part of a midfield that helped Leeds avoid relegation. He went on to play for Everton, Newcastle and Bolton in the Premier League and was revered by all in the game as an inspiring figure. Speed was the first player to make 500 Premier League appearances and made over 800 appearances during a career spanning over 20 years. XABI Alonso. Rafa Benitez bought XABI Alonso to Liverpool for $10.5 million in 2004 to play alongside Steven Gerrard in the centre of the park. Alonso sees the football pitch like a graph of interconnected straight lines, all of them with balls leading straight to the feet of one of his fellow players. Alonso's incredible long shot and his talent for long-distance passing saw this Liverpool side open up the pitch with ease. They went on to win the Champions League in his first season, with Alonso scoring the equalising goal to make it 3-3 in that game. He went on to score 18 more goals and ping innumerable 60-yard paces for Liverpool across 210 games. Cesc Fabregas. Cesc Fabregas left Barcelona's academy La Masia to join Arsenal in 2003 and cemented his place in the first team as a 17-year-old the following year. Fabregas played like a little Spanish ballet dancer, with lots of delicate foot movement and an intricate passing style that assisted and complemented his Arsenal teammates perfectly. After 8 seasons, over 250 appearances and 57 goals at Arsenal, he moved back to Barcelona for a few years before returning to the Premier League with Chelsea. He won the title and the League Cup in his first year back and has scored 8 goals in 75 appearances for the Blues. That was Copper 90's top 10 midfielders. Make sure you vote for your favourite in the comments section so that they've got a chance to make Copper 90's best 11. And of course, like the video and subscribe to Copper 90.